In a world that feels like it's just constantly on fast forward, how often do we really stop and appreciate the moment we're in? Well, today, we're going to dig into a really simple but powerful idea to help us do just that. It's called the art of unhurried gratitude. So let's get right into it.
I mean, you know that feeling, right? You're trying to juggle work and family, and the notifications are buzzing, and that to-do list just never seems to end. It's like we are always running toward the next thing, and we're so busy doing that we totally forget to experience what's happening right now.
So what if there was a way to push back against that constant rush? That's exactly where this idea of unhurried gratitude comes in. And look, don't worry, this is not about adding another complicated self-help task to your already full plate. It is so much simpler. It's just a little shift in how you see things.
So what is it exactly? Well, unhurried gratitude is just the practice of consciously choosing to notice and appreciate what you already have. It's basically the exact opposite of that hustle culture mentality that tells us we always have to be striving for more. This is all about finding richness in what's already here. What I really love about the material for this explainer is how direct it is. It literally promises no fluff, just stuff that actually helps. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to break down 5 super practical, incredibly simple ways you can bring this idea into your own life starting today.
All right, let's open up this toolkit, shall we? We're about to explore 5 really simple practices that you can use anytime, anywhere to kind of build that more appreciative mindset.
Okay, so here's our roadmap. First up, we're going to talk about slowing down. Then, we'll move on to noticing those tiny little wins. After that, we'll get into how to limit comparison. Then, practice saying thank you out loud. And finally, we'll touch on finding pure joy. Let's dive into that first one. So our first practice is probably the simplest one of all. It's all about intentionally slowing one moment down. Just one. I'm not talking about your whole day, not your whole week, just one single ordinary moment. And this can be something you already do every single day. Think about your morning coffee. What if you actually tasted it instead of just chugging it down while checking emails? Or maybe it's feeling the warm water in the shower, or taking a short walk where you just focus on your steps and your breath, and you leave your phone behind for once. And here's the key takeaway on this one. When you single task, when you give just one small moment your complete and total attention, you find that life starts to feel so much richer. It's a really powerful reminder that the quality of our attention is what shapes the quality of our lives. Okay, on to practice number 2. This is all about changing the definition of what a win even is. We're so often trained to only celebrate these huge achievements, right? The promotion, the big project, the major milestone. This practice asks you to start looking for the tiny, everyday victories instead. I mean, think about it. Did you laugh today? Even once? Hey, that's a win. You gotta recognize that little moment of joy. Did you finish something? Doesn't have to be a giant project. Maybe it was just that one annoying email you've been putting off. Yep, that counts. That's a win. And oh man, this is a big one. Did you actually listen to your body and rest when you were tired instead of just trying to power through the exhaustion? That right there is a huge win for your well-being. Acknowledging these little things proves you're making progress. All right, now for our third practice, and this one tackles a very modern problem. Limiting comparison. We're talking especially online, where we are just constantly scrolling through everybody else's perfect-looking highlight reels. I love this reframe. We often feel like it's some kind of weakness if we have to mute or unfollow an account that makes us feel bad about ourselves. But it's not weakness at all. It is an act of self-respect. You are just curating your own digital space to protect your peace of mind. It's that simple. Our fourth practice here is all about taking gratitude from just being a feeling inside your head to being an actual action. It's the simple act of saying thank you out loud, which gives that feeling so much more energy. And you can do this in so many ways. I mean, of course, you can thank other people directly. That's great. But have you ever tried thanking yourself for getting through a tough day? Or even just acknowledging something good quietly in your head, actually forming the words, "I'm really grateful for this"? See, the act of expressing it, whether you say it out loud or just think it clearly, it makes the feeling more real, more concrete. It's the difference between just a passing thought and an experience you can actually feel. Bottom line, gratitude just lands deeper when it's expressed. And finally, our fifth practice, and this one might be the most radical of all in today's productivity-obsessed world. It's this: do something just for the joy of it. No other reason, no strings attached. The core idea here is joy without justification. This isn't about finding a useful hobby or something that's going to look good on your resume or something that will impress other people. It's about reconnecting with things that just plain make you feel good. It reminds you that life is more than just a checklist of accomplishments.
So as we start to wrap this up, I think you could see that these 5 practices, they aren't these huge life-altering changes you have to make. They're small, they're intentional shifts. But when you put them all together, they create this really powerful toolkit for changing your entire perspective.
So there it is. That's your Unhurried Gratitude Toolkit. 5 simple, powerful ways to slow down, notice the good stuff, protect your peace, say thank you, and enjoy your life freely.
So I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. Don't try to do all 5 of these things at once. You'll just get overwhelmed. Just pick one. Just look at the rest of your day-to-day and ask yourself this: what is one single moment that I can slow down and truly, truly feel? Because that right there is where unhurried gratitude begins.